Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we are gonna check out Taemin's advice full focus performance at Studio Choom. So as you guys know, normally I do the dance practice, but it doesn't seem like there's gonna be one. Of course, because Taemin is in the military. Also, I don't think they would have been able to shoot a dance practice prior because the man was busy. He had the Don't Call Me era, and then he got the Atlantis era, and then he was working on this solo probably at the same time. I don't think he would have had the time. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna check this out. Let's get to this. So before we get to it, actually, look at this. It's art. This reminds me of those Greek statues or Italian statues, Italian paintings in Rome. Like, this is just, it's so beautiful. It's so dramatic. I love it. The only one doing couture is Taemin. Seriously. Very smooth there. His waves and pops are always on point. Like, oh my god. Ah, the details, like the emphasis on the ends of the, like, doot, doot. Those parts, the emphasis on the wrists is just so purposeful. There's intention to those movements, and it's not improvised, and it's not lazy. Even though it seems very effortless, it looks quite defined. It does feel like an orchestra in movement. That's what it looks like with the dancers, and with him, he's like the conductor of these instruments. And it's just like what I mentioned from the TXT video. It's like the dance is music made visual, and this is like the epitome of that. Right? Look at those. Boom. The tap. It's a simple tap, but like you can see it from the very far back. Oh, here's the chorus. That reach! So much controlling the lower body, right? I'll have to wait after the chorus. This is an amazing song. Like the nuances in the vocal technique and the falsettos and where it's placed is just so, it's masterful, really. Like you don't hear these kind of melodies from other artists, right? Anyway, this chorus, I was actually, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I was very worried about the chorus because on the music video, I was thinking, from what I remember, I was like, some of the footwork is kind of not as clean as I would have loved because it's so fast. It's not his fault. I think it's just because it's so fast that it's hard to synchronize. It's not him. It's like how the overall image looks from the footwork. I was like, whoa, there's a lot going on, and it's like you need to really pay attention to really see that some aspects of it isn't as clean as it could be because it's so fast. But here, actually, it's a lot better. It's more that the timing and the rhythm with him and the dancers are more cohesive. It's more, there's more harmony into the way they were moving, because in the music video, he was kind of on his own league. He was his own lane. He had a different energy to the dancers, and sometimes that's cool because you are the main star. And not a lot of people will really define the difference. But for me, because I'm like so into synchronization and cleanliness, like I think it's not just, it's not just the overall synchronization of one group or a solo with dancers. It's the cleanliness of the whole look. I look at the overall image rather than like just looking. So like I know sometimes I do that, but those things stick out too much to me. That's why I point them out. But first and foremost, I look at it as a whole, and that's why I'm always like all about synchronization. But for here, it's actually a lot. It's a lot more there's more harmony to the way they're moving. We're gonna go back a little bit. Like that part, the energy between everyone is a lot more, there's more harmony in it. That reach is, of course, Taemin does so well. Like that, boom, boom. How does it go? Boom. Is it this way? Let's see again. So dun dun dun, right? It goes under, boom, boom, boom. So that because it's so fast, the tendency is to kind of spaz, like boom, boom, you know, like. But then there's actually, if you listen to it, and that's why your musicality is really important in dance. If you really hear it, there you go within, I think, the vocal, the melody, instead of the instrumentation. The instrumentation is kind of fast and almost like there's a lot going on, but like the vocal is clean. So I think he's going with the vocal, da, 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 da. Right? Yeah. So if you look at it firsthand, it's like, oh my god, it's so fast. But if you look closely, it's in the vocal, and that's how you time it. Boom. And then when you reach, that's how you synchronize it with the rest. Again. It's so unconventional too, this one, because it doesn't extend, it rounds up, it stops. And that's harder to synchronize because of the way it curves. Not everybody curves their arms the same way. And because, you know, some people have longer limbs than other people, they would have to bend a certain way or a faster way to actually synchronize with the other groups. It's easier to reach out like this, like with Monster and Infinity. Taemin had a move where he reached too, and I was like, oh my god, that was beautiful. So this is a different reach. It has like the same intention, but that one, it reached out, but this one, it reached in. It reached inwards. So there's bend to it. Great isolation there, from the upper body to the hips to the knees. And then this part. So there's a lot of dynamics there. It's a lot of like boom, 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 and then it goes into like duh, duh. It goes into those hip movements that he can do so well. And I wanted to bring this up too, that the shoes that he's wearing it's not ideal for this kind of choreography because there's a lot of footwork. And I just want to applaud him for being able to push through that. Because not a lot of these people can practice with these actual shoes, right? If you guys have performed, your shoes are very important in the way you perform, because sometimes when things are too new, it's too hard. It doesn't bend. You might need like more like lambskin leather if you're gonna do leather, because that's softer. It doesn't need to soften up like calf leather or patent. Also the girls, kudos to them for doing these in heels. That part too. Look at the footwork. Yeah, so that's a lot cleaner than the music video. I don't know, it's okay. I don't want to trash on the music video. I think it's probably because of the way it was shot, the way it was filmed. There's a lot of aspects that could have gone. Like it looks really good and powerful, but when I looked at it closely after my reaction, I was like, oh, I'm a little bit worried about this because it doesn't look as clean overall. But it also, at this point, they would have rehearsed a lot more. Like I know for music videos, sometimes they learn the choreo for like 2 days and then they shoot some of the music video aspects. So they don't have enough time to actually fully embody the choreography. All of you guys will know that if you are learning something new, you will be better if you keep doing it and doing it. It's repetition, right? Your day 4 performance is going to be very different from your day 10 or your day 30 performance. the control and the isolation is very important in that part, because it's very intricate. I think it's made for the camera when it kind of zooms in, like, you know, like your eyes are smoldering and then like all the details are there. So it really needs to be on point and polished. It can't be like messy. Look at it again, right? It's like almost tutting. So when you're learning that, what a lot of dancers do when they learn these kind of choreography is that they just really focus on what it is here instead of doing the whole thing. So you first learn it in the mirror and then you do all that. And then once you get it, you add the feet and then lastly the face and the eyes. It's really cool. It's so flowy, the overall movement is flowy and fluid, very round. This is a lot more like hardcore because it's a second verse. Whoa, fuck. These guys can pop like Taemin. That's insane. I mean, they can keep up, you know? It's a lot powerful because it's a second verse and the energy kind of switched up. It's like an orchestra. Like every single nuance of the instrumentation, there's details to the movement. When they're not dancing fully, the head is moving. And then when there would be pops, they go boop boop. You know, it's really like music made visual. Okay, wait, what? That was see what I mean? That was a lot messier than when it was the girls. Look, like the feet. Like these guys are completely opposites. What? Is that intentional? No, it's not intentional because these guys here are all synchronized, but then the other side, there's a delay. Like Taemin and this guy are synchronized and then the other guys are not. Is that intentional? I don't get it. Okay, I think the guys, the girls did way better in terms of synchronization and cleanliness in this part. What happened? Is that intentional? I'm not crazy, right? I think it's purposeful because they're switching formation. I think that's what it is. But the thing is, there are ways to make that synchronize while you're traveling. So traveling is basically a term for when you're moving formation from one end to like point A to point B. I'm gonna be stuck on this. Hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah, because these two guys switched up and then Taemin moved forward. Is that why it was messy in the music video? I feel like there's a way to have made that a lot more cleaner. Anyway, no one's gonna answer me because I'm filming on my own. I don't know, the girls were just a lot cleaner. Even the way it was like doing that, like the shoulders, it's way different. And the boom boom, like some of the hands are outwards and some are like this. Right? Did you guys see that? I'm not trashing it. there's like I have respect for dancers. It's just I'm curious. I'm curious as to why these kind of things happen, and when I figure it out in my head, that's when I tell you guys. Because it's like I'm learning choreography, and that's very much, pretty much been like the whole kind of purpose of like me doing dance practices. When I look at it, I explain it to you guys why I think that's difficult, why it's like this, because I'm curious, and I'm like, okay, that's what it's doing, and then I'm verbalizing it for you guys. That's how I've been doing these dance practices. And like when things are like out of the norm and abstract in a way, I'm like confused in a good way. And like I'm intrigued. I'm interested to know why it is a certain way, because I've been trained a different way, I guess, in a certain way. And like growing up, it's there's a lot of emphasis on cleanliness when you dance as a group. So like here, it's different, right? Like the bend of the elbows is quite close, and then you have Taemin and another guy who is a lot wider. It's not appearing just when I'm pausing. I bring it up because it caught my attention while it's on real time. I'm not just pausing just to look at certain things and to catch or to police synchronization. It's more like it caught my attention, so that's why I'm backing track and pausing. Like in real time, it looks okay. Like when it was with the girls, it was a lot better, more clean. Okay, that was really good. I love the styling on Taemin though. It's incredible. I think it's his best look. Apart from Movira, I do like his look there too. Especially when he was on the unit. That pop! It's so simple, but he just like vibrated like like that. He's the conductor. Wow. Oh my god. Hey. So a lot of the choreography is actually repeating because a lot of the song is the chorus. It could have been. It could be an individual thing, like the way, because a lot of these are just grooving. It's not really choreo. So in these aspects, it's just like, you know, like these kind of things. It's just grooving, and that's when you put the individual styles, and that one I do acknowledge. I want to see if it's any different here. Like that. Oh my god, he's insane for this. Look at his anger. His power. Oh, so this is a different choreo actually. This second part. The footwork is cleaner. Yeah, it's a lot cleaner here. See what I mean? It could be because the other time the guys were switching formations. They're traveling. That's probably why it appeared a little messy. But here it's very clean because you're static on their formations. Like, I want to give props to these girls too. They're wearing suits and like killing it, and like they're badasses. Beautiful. Wow. Wow. Oh my god, I would love to see this live. I would want to see this in concert. So overall, I think the most of the chorus repeats because it is a very chorus-centric song. This is a very difficult dance to synchronize and to perform because it's so fast and it's very continuous. There's a lot of intricate details too that are very unique to Taemin. And the thing is, like, with Taemin being a very unique dancer, not every dancer will look good with him, even if you're an amazing dancer. I get it when you guys have told me that, like, sometimes these dancers are handpicked by Koharu, you know, in the past eras, and I get it. So I can't imagine this being a different thing because apart from that section where I was very confused, there's harmony in the rest of it. And I love the vibe, I love the power that they have, the artistic sequences, and it's just overall very beautiful to watch. I think this is a show. It's a grand show. It's like if it was a concert, it's a finale show, you know? Okay, well, thank you guys for watching with me today. Hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, do like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you tick that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram and Twitter down below.